Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. We're here on Friday Night Smackdown, and we have our Elimination Chamber qualifying matches continuing on tonight. As previously mentioned on Monday Night Raw, there will be 3 matches on each side for the Chamber throughout these next 2 weeks. Tonight we're going to see majority of the Women's Chamber fill up. We saw one of the spots be filled on Monday as Asuka was able to put away Mia Yim in pretty short order. As wait a minute, what a tremendous, huge match for Elimination Chamber qualifying match. It's Bianca Belair against her arch rival of last season, Sarraya, which, gotta mention, Sarraya, first time we've seen her without the Women's Championship in quite some time. She lost to Sasha Banks at the Royal Rumble. So now Sarraya pretty much has to go back to the drawing board, almost basically having to go back to the end of the line. But should she put away her rival, Bianca Belair, here tonight, she'll find herself in the Elimination Chamber, and then Sarraya might be able to find herself right back in the title picture. So, like I said, huge implications to start our show here tonight, folks. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. Like I said, it's the most exciting time of the year, WrestleMania season, as we get this underway. A match that has been months and months in the making, as Belair has never been able to get her hands on Sarraya in a one-on-one environment. As you see, Toni Storm isn't even out here with Sarraya here tonight. Toni Storm actually has a chamber qualifying match herself against Liv Morgan directly after this, so you gotta believe she's gearing up for that. So that gives Belair the opportunity that she's wanted for so many months now to just get her hands on Sarraya in a fair environment where it's just her, Sarraya, and a referee in the ring. Let's look at this. Belair teeing off on Sarraya now with a spear, breaking Sarraya in half. And now there's that athleticism on full display, but Sarraya able to get the knees up, and now a huge knee strike right to Belair. Like I said, there is a lot of animosity between these two women. You date back to the week after the Clash of Champions when Belair was finally able to strip that championship away from Charlotte Flair, just a week after Sarraya cashed in her Money in the Bank on Belair after an onslaught from Ronda Rousey, which we later learned that was pretty much a paid attack on Sarraya's part. And then that kind of led us into war games with these two women, leading two teams into battle into that double-sided cage. Now we are here, both women fighting for an opportunity to headline WrestleMania in a championship match should they win the Elimination Chamber after winning this match. Let's look at this. Military press slam down on the face of Sarraya, and a huge moonsault. Standing moonsault from Belair gets a 2 count on Sarraya. Man, like I said, this is about so much more than just a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber. There is bad blood and animosity between these two ladies. As look at this. Over the top rope goes Sarraya. Bianca Belair. Oh no, look at what the hell's Belair got planned here. Deadlift power bomb on the outside. Somehow Sarraya's adrenaline gets her right back on her feet, though, as she throws Belair into the barricade now. And now Bianca Belair throwing some nasty elbows to the face of Sarraya. Let's look at this ripcord knee strike. I'm going to just clean Belair's clock. She sends Belair knee first into the steel steps. This is a nasty Sarraya that we're seeing here tonight, folks. You know, she cannot be coming into this match in a good mood, knowing that she lost that women's championship, that women's world championship to Sasha Banks at the Royal Rumble. I mean, hey, if she were to come out on top of that match, she wouldn't even find herself in a predicament like this where she has to, one, take on Bianca Belair, a former foe of hers, and two, have to qualify for a grueling match like the Elimination Chamber. Count of one and a 2 count again. I mean, for Sarraya, this might be her last opportunity to even see WrestleMania this year. Who knows? The landscape always changes, and the WWE has a nice powerbomb from Bianca Belair. Another feat of strength from the EST as she blows a kiss to Sarraya, hoping to blow a kiss goodbye to this rivalry of hers that she's had with Sarraya in the last few months here on the JPG channel. Let's look at this. Gets her up for a, oh my goodness, double arm chicken wing face buster, also known as the Glam Slam if you ask Beth Phoenix. And oh my goodness, no, Sarraya chopping the knee out from Bianca Belair. I mean, Sarraya really had to come in this match kind of blinded. I mean, she probably did not know who she was going up against when she got in this ring, nor did she want it to be Bianca Belair. She thought she'd never see Bianca Belair again after War Games, after Sasha Banks picked up that winning fall for Bianca's team, which really gave Sasha Banks that title opportunity to begin with. And now Sasha Banks finds herself in a secure spot for WrestleMania. And now Bianca Belair sending Sarraya into the corner. There's a huge elbow strike right to the face. And now full head of steam, Bianca Belair. Man, she is firing on all cylinders right now. Sarraya has no answer for the EST. As look at this, went for the hair whip, but Sarraya able to duck. That hair whip might have shed skin off the body of Sarraya. Goes for a huge knee strike there, but Belair able to evade. Wait a minute, drop toe hold. Nasty landing for Belair right there, right on her face. Going for a huge move, but no, Belair able to escape. And wait a minute, guess that submission hold to apply it again, but this time the toe of Bianca Belair just a little too close to the ropes. And now what the hell Sarraya got planned here? We don't see her go to the top very often. Look at this, a huge Hurricane Rana on the outside, pulling out all the stops to get herself back in to the WrestleMania conversation, but does not realize that Bianca's back on her feet. Huge bulldog face buster. And now Bianca Belair has Sarraya right where she wants her, launching her into the LED turnbuckle. That's got to be nasty. Or sorry, that's actually be the ring post, not the turnbuckle. That's got to be a nasty spill for Sarraya to take. And now Bianca Belair smelling blood in the water for sure. But wait a minute, Sarraya catches that knee and oh my goodness, plants her with a DDT of sorts. And now Belair struggling to get to her feet. And now it's Sarraya back in this thing, but Belair coming back into it. A nice drop kick from Bianca now. And now Bianca's starting to feel the energy of this crowd, this sold out crowd here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. As look at this, a huge leg drop. Huge leg drop on Sarraya. Count of 1, 2, only gets a 2 count. Only gets a 2 count to go. And now look at this, pulling at the hair of Sarraya is Bianca Belair. Now dragging Sarraya onto the corner. Huge super kick lands. No, does not get any of it. As Sarraya just going for something there, but Belair able to escape. Both these women struggling to maintain offense in this match. I mean, these are two women that know each other pretty well by now. Like I said, they've had a storied rivalry here in universe mode. As look at this. This time she gets that super kick to land, and Sarraya's out cold after that one. As we're going to see another display of athleticism from Belair as she hits a picture-perfect handspring moonsault. And now, oh, once again gets that splash. Only a 2 count again. Oh my goodness, what a nasty, nasty kick there from, oh my goodness gracious. The knee strike just landed flush. It might be it. Belair might be out, but no, she gets the shoulder out. Shoulder out at 2. You can say 2 3/4. As look at this, Sarraya coming back into this thing now. Ducks the clothesline, attempt from Belair, super kick to the face. Super kick to the face, and now Belair might be in trouble here as Sarraya looks to put away her rival. Now, oh, had a hold of Sarraya's arm, but look at this. Standing shooting star from Bianca Belair. Standing shooting star from Belair. And now, wait a minute. Getting her back up for a, oh, deadlift powerbomb. And now Belair looking to put the final edge in this match with a kiss of death. The KOD lands flush on Sarraya. And that right there will crush Sarraya's championship aspirations. No, she kicks out. Sarraya kicks out at 2.5. Belair can't believe it. Belair cannot believe that Sarraya's still hanging in on this thing, man. I thought that was sending Belair to the chamber for sure. You know, this fight finds itself to the outside of the ring once again. As Bianca Belair struggling to get to her feet once again. And now Sarraya coming in hot with these offense, but no. Just when you think Sarraya's down and out, man, she keeps fooling Bianca into a false sense of security. And that's what Sarraya does really best, honestly. That's what caused her to keep that championship for so long. Almost half a year was Sarraya the women's champion. And now Bianca Belair might be in a bad way here from Sarraya. As Sarraya going for something huge. But no, Bianca again stepping out of the way, and a huge spear just cut Sarraya in half. And now a gator roll. Tremendous amateur wrestling being displayed right now from Belair. And speaking of display, man, what a display of strength as she deadlifts. And I do mean deadlift Sarraya up into a military press slam. And oh my God. Sarraya just took a nasty spill, and Belair looking to finally put this thing away possibly. As look at this, 450 splash comes in hot. 450 splash to Sarraya, count of 1, 2 to center the chamber. No, again Sarraya gets that shoulder out. Again, the shoulder gets peeled off the mat from Sarraya, but Belair's done, man. Belair's had enough of this. She going for a second KOD. I've seen people kick out of 1. I've never seen anybody kick out of 2. Belair puts away her rival and sends herself to the Elimination Chamber to join the Empress of Tomorrow on Monday Night Raw, Asuka. And man, for Belair, that has to be a bittersweet moment. She knows she's one step closer to another championship opportunity, and she also knows that she finally got to put away Sarraya once and for all. Belair, congratulations. You are moving on to the Elimination Chamber, just 1 week away, folks. 1 week away indeed after tonight. And we're going to find out who's joining Asuka and Bianca Belair right now, with Liv Morgan taking on Toni Storm. And for Storm, man, she is riding a wave of momentum here on Friday Night SmackDown. A lot of people thought that she was going to be a runner-up to win the Royal Rumble last Sunday. But unfortunately, wasn't her day. Wasn't her night. But Toni Storm has a number of huge victories here on Friday Night SmackDown. She has a pinfall victory over Charlotte Flair, over Sasha Banks, too, to be exact, over the current women's champion, Sasha Banks. So, I mean, Toni Storm is to win this match and win the Elimination Chamber. You got to believe that she thinks in her mind, she believes in her mind, in her heart, that she has Banks's card. She has her number in one-on-one altercations, because Toni Storm has 2 victories over Sasha Banks. All Toni Storm has to do is, 1, win this match, and 2, send herself to the Elimination Chamber to win that, which she's capable of both for sure. And then she will find herself once again in the ring with Sasha Banks, but this time the stakes will be higher. It will be as highest as they ever get, with that Women's World Championship on the line. But I mean, that's if to say, you know, a little, you know, a little bit of a roadblock lurking in the shadows. You know, nothing big. The Royal Rumble winner, Becky Lynch. That's if to say she doesn't choose Sasha Banks to face at WrestleMania. If that's the case, then you know, Sasha Banks is going to be off the chopping block, and these women will be fighting for a different championship opportunity, perhaps at Mommy Rhea Ripley's championship over on Monday Night Raw. That's exactly why 3 competitors from SmackDown and 3 competitors from Raw are in opposing elimination chambers, because we are not sure as to who the Royal Rumble winners will even choose as of right now to be their opponents, to be the champions they challenge come WrestleMania. As we know, Royal Rumble winners Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch will get the co-main event and the main event of WrestleMania. Nice drop kick into the corner from Liv Morgan, starting this match off now. Huge chop to the chest. And what a tremendous night of action it's already been. That great match with Belair and Sarraya we just saw, kind of a cap off to the rivalry that, you know, pursued throughout most of the last half of last season, culminating in a War Games match. These 2 women were also a part of said War Games match, Liv Morgan and Toni Storm. So there's a lot of history here on Friday Night SmackDown when it comes to this women's locker room. As look at this, a huge kick right to the face. Huge kick right to the face from Toni Storm now. And now just hammering away. And that is what makes Toni Storm so devastating, man. She could turn a match around whenever she pleases. We've seen it in matches with Sasha Banks, with Charlotte Flair. Just when you think Toni Storm is down and out, she comes right back around and gets the victory. After tonight, we will know 2 women on the SmackDown side heading into Elimination Chamber. We will also know one of the men's on the SmackDown side going to Elimination Chamber. Our main event tonight, Austin Theory against Bobby Lashley. One of those 2 men will be heading to the chamber to join Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. And then Monday Night Raw, we've already announced our last qualifying match on the Raw side. Cody Rhodes against the phenomenal AJ Styles. What a huge match that's about to be. 2 of the biggest stars in professional wrestling today doing battle to see who's going to get that last Raw chamber spot, who's going to get that last pod spot. Like I said, this is WrestleMania season, man. This is when the big matches happen. This is when everybody tries to get their name put in the hat, so to speak. This is when everybody steps up their game. And speaking of stepping up their game, Morgan trying to get through the relentless Toni Storm, but Liv Morgan is definitely in a fight for her life right now with Toni Storm in the middle of that ring. She is a slugger. And next week on SmackDown, we're going to have to fill those last two men's spot in the chamber as well on the SmackDown side. And we'll see that last women's spot for SmackDown as well, with Charlotte Flair going one-on-one with Shayna Baszler. One of those two ladies will join the winner of this match, and Bianca Belair and Asuka as well. And Monday Night Raw, before Cody and AJ main event our show, we got two women's qualifying matches there as well. So definitely some huge episodes coming up in the next few weeks, folks. Chamber implications, potentially WrestleMania implications involved in the next few weeks. I mean, you got to believe everything leading into WrestleMania could potentially have implications towards the show alone, because honestly, you put on the right performance, you put on a great performance enough to impress those in the higher ups, those in the higher offices, you might see yourself on the Mania card, whether you're in a championship match or not. That is exactly why you see all these competitors during this time of the year just step their game up, step their levels up, and try and get themselves on the biggest show of the year. As look at this huge drop kick from Toni Storm. And now wait a minute. We've seen this before. Spikes Liv Morgan on her head with a pile driver. The intensity that Toni Storm delivers with that pile driver. How the hell did Liv Morgan get a shoulder out? I have no idea how Liv Morgan's hanging on in this thing, as Toni Storm doesn't either, but she's also looking to put Morgan away, but catches the boot of Toni Storm. And look at this. It's a roll-up now. Imagine rolling up Toni Storm. How pissed Toni Storm would be. Only a count of two, though. But Morgan's not done as she goes for an elbow drop. You know, both women trying to get their shots in on one another. Hooks the leg. The ref not in good position as Toni Storm able to escape. And now get this, a huge kick to the back, man. It's like kicking a soccer ball, but it's somebody's spine instead, as Liv Morgan dumps Toni Storm to the floor. And now Liv Morgan, what the hell has Liv Morgan got planned? As wait a minute. Looking to go over the ropes, and she goes over the ropes with a huge variation of the tope con hilo. She kind of like hit the splits on the way up. I don't know if I've ever really seen that. Definitely innovative from Liv Morgan. But Toni Storm, man, she's gonna take that innovation and answer back with it with just brutality and violence. A huge drop kick misses from Liv Morgan. Toni Storm, the momentum of the ropes sent her right back into the ropes for a second time, as Morgan was able to get that second drop kick to connect. Let's look at this. Liv Morgan kicks the abdomen with Toni Storm, a 301 face buster. 301 face buster for Liv Morgan. Could this be it? 2. No, Toni Storm gets out. And now wait a minute. Oh, that's a variation of the Oblivion out of nowhere. A variation of the Oblivion out of nowhere from Liv Morgan. Could this? No, Toni Storm again getting the shoulder out. Liv Morgan, she looked like she just seen a ghost. How the hell is Toni Storm still in the fight? As look at this. Toni Storm firing up now, dumping Morgan on her back of her neck with a German suplex, and now a snap suplex from Toni Storm. And Liv Morgan somehow still on her feet, but man, probably not for long as she gets dropped with a DDT. DDT from Toni Storm. A chain of big moves there from Storm, as Toni realizes it's gut check time. It's time to put this woman away and preserve your energy for the chamber that's 1 week away now after tonight. Both these ladies running different plays here. As look at this, Toni Storm knocking Liv Morgan for a loop with that head scissors. Liv Morgan trying to roll out the ring, trying to, get her wits about her, trying to catch her breath possibly, but Toni Storm right there in Morgan's face. Let's look at this. Oh no, what the hell has Toni Storm got planned here? Powerbomb position on the outside. No, a powerbomb on the outside of the floor. She might have just broken that poor girl's spine. Powerbomb on the outside of the floor. And no, she's not done yet. She's not done yet. Deadlift German on the outside of the floor. My God, you got to put her away. She's got to put her away. Morgan might be concussed. A German suplex on the outside of the floor. Liv Morgan she has no idea where she's at, man. Toni Storm just going to drag the lifeless carcass back into the ring as Morgan's trying to get to her feet. But oh my God, what a lariat from Toni Storm. What a lariat from Toni Storm, and now a hip thrust into the face. At this point, it's easy pickings. I mean, Toni Storm could put Liv Morgan away at any point probably after those huge moves on the outside. And no, a second pile driver. A second pile driver lands to Liv Morgan, and that right there will send Storm to the chamber. Man, credit to Liv Morgan. She put up a valiant effort against Toni Storm, but those last few moves on the outside, a powerbomb and then a German suplex. I don't know a superstar on the roster that's going to survive a combination like that. And then a pile driver to put everything away, spiking her right on her head. That sends Toni Storm into the Elimination Chamber, joining Bianca Belair and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And as I said, in the coming few weeks, we will find out the next 3 women to enter the chamber with those ladies, and then we will have our field set. But right now, it's already looking like an all-star chamber with those 3 women that have already been revealed and already earned their opportunity at the chamber. Speaking of an opportunity at the Elimination Chamber, we're going to switch gears to the men's side of the Elimination Chamber as Austin Theory takes on the almighty Bobby Lashley. One of these guys will join the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. The Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre and the Harbinger of Doom Karrion Kross inside that very structure. There's
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Street Profits from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Here comes Bobby Lashley down to the ring, of course. Joined by this new faction he's been leading on Friday Night Smackdown as of late with the Street Profits. I'm told these guys are calling themselves the Pride, and they intend to be the Pride of Friday Night Smackdown for sure. And Bobby Lashley is obviously a prideful superstar, and with pride comes gold, and that's exactly what Bobby Lashley is aiming for. Should he win this match and the Elimination Chamber, he'll once again find himself in a championship match at WrestleMania. But he's going to have to get through. He's going to have to get through Mr. All Day, Austin Theory, a very brash, young competitor. I mean, we call him young, but he's had a hell of a career for himself already in Universe Mode, feuding with guys like Kenny Omega and John Cena back when he was on the Raw brand. But now he's switched gears to Friday Night Smackdown. He's aligned himself with the arrogant Aussie Grayson Waller. These guys have seen some success. Theory in his debut here on Friday Night Smackdown, able to put away Seth freaking Rollins, who, like we mentioned before, is the men's Royal Rumble winner. So I mean, that's just a testament to Theory, if anything. Rollins already has a secure spot at WrestleMania. Austin Theory could find himself with a secure spot at WrestleMania as well, should he put away the Almighty in our main event tonight, folks. As always, it's been an incredible night of action, as we are slowly learning what the field will look like at the Elimination Chamber, as Bobby Lashley comes in this match, full head of steam of Austin Theory, just leveling him with the lariat. Now wrenching at that knee of Austin Theory. They're able to sidestep out of Lashley's way, though. I think Lashley was going for some kind of bear hug maneuver. Man, these crowd definitely not in favor of Austin Theory. You could hear the boos rancing in, but like I said, you cannot deny the talent when it comes to Austin Theory. But Bobby Lashley, once again, able to shift this match in his favor. Huge strikes, man. These are leveling strikes. These are like Golden Glove boxing strikes we're seeing from Lashley. Definitely a heavy-handed individual. He had his brief stint in MMA. So, I mean, I just hope Theory knows who he's in the ring with. I mean, he's in there with a very decorated and dangerous man. They're also a former member of the U.S. Marines, is Bobby Lashley. Just wait a minute. Over the ropes goes Lashley with a nice neck breaker, and that's going to send Theory outside. That's going to send Theory kind of spiraling a little bit as Lashley regroups with his team over there. I think Theory's looking to do the same thing, looking for Grayson Waller. As you see Waller looking like an idiot out there. But wait a minute, that gave Theory the opportunity he needed. Like maybe Waller was talking a little trash to Lashley, and now Theory sends Lashley over to the side of Grayson Waller, but the referee's watching Waller real close, and you're going to want to do that for sure, because these guys will take any opportunity that they can. They'll take any opportunity they can to gain the upper hand in this match, just as we just saw Theory now with the upper hand. But Lashley back to his feet, and look at this. Bear hug on Lashley, just squeezing, wrenching at Lashley, or Lashley's doing the move. He's wrenching at Theory's midsection and just trying to wound Theory down, perhaps setting up for that spear a little later on. Damage is done with just 3 seconds in the grasp of the Almighty. He's such a strong individual. I've once seen him, break a watermelon by just putting it in a chokehold. That's how strong this man is. Look at this, Austin Theory with some innovative offense. Hooks the leg. Only a 1 count though on Lashley. As wait a minute, now it's Tez on the outside chirping away at Theory. He says, "Hey, if you guys want to play that game, we can play that game twice as better." As Bobby Lashley now getting the upper hand because of the minor distractions. So both these men having having a little bit of help here in our main event. But the difference about Lashley and the Profits is that they all believe in each other. I mean, they all know that they can succeed on their own. They don't really need to rely on help as much as we see Theory and Grayson Waller, try and cut corners all the time. They both believe in helping one another in a different way. But Austin Theory, man, like I said, we cannot discredit this man's talent. Went for a huge elbow strike there, but nothing connected. As look at this, Lashley has him in his grasp, perhaps going for a Dominator, but Theory able to escape, and a huge elbow strike. But now Tez is on the apron, and that once again gives Lashley the advantage. But Theory somehow able to regroup as he sets Lashley on that second rope. Look at this huge move from Austin Theory. A second rope Spanish fly. That was something for sure. Austin Theory, as he got the crowd interested now with that one. Crowd's on their feet chanting, "This is awesome." And rightfully so, because I can't tell you the last time I've seen something like that. Look at this Austin Theory spin out powerbomb spin out powerbomb on Lashley. He's pulling out all the stops. Like I said, it's WrestleMania season, folks. You got to do everything you can to find yourself on that card, to find yourself in the Elimination Chamber, so you can have a even bigger spot on the card. Look at this, Austin Theory ducks Lashley, but sends him over the ropes. Sends Lashley over the ropes, and now Austin Theory, man, he's feeling himself. He knows he just put on a tremendous display of offense with those last few moves, but he's got to, not get a big head about things, because if there's any man you don't want to even give a moment's worth of a breath to, it's Bobby Lashley, because this is, like I said, such a dangerous individual as Lashley. As look at this huge roll through drop kick from Theory. Although it still seems that Theory, has a clear head about him. He's still in full control of this match. And now Lashley's kind of reeling here as Theory seems to be firing on all cylinders. Look at this. Leg trapped brain buster from Austin Theory. Count of 2. Lashley again getting the shoulder out. Man, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the performance on Austin Theory here tonight, as Lashley has been looking to get back in this thing for a number of different times in this matches. Now look at this huge one-arm spine buster. We mentioned the strength of Lashley. That was a perfect example of just that, as now Lashley presses Theory up. Military press slam, and slams him right on his face. Austin Theory could be down and out, as Lashley perhaps going for the hurt lock, but Theory able to escape. But no, goes for it. Wait a minute. Oh, ducks the clothesline, gets a German suplex. Tremendous little transaction of moves between those two guys right there. Look at this huge elbow drop from Austin Theory. And now Theory, man, he's starting to feel that momentum shift right back into his favor. But just when I said that, once again, Montez chirping away at Theory. And now Lashley taking a moment to gloat. But he doesn't see Theory coming in hot with a suicide dive, wiping the Almighty out. Man, it's not like Lashley to get a big head about himself. He's normally a pretty humbled guy. He's normally a pretty humbled individual, but that time, Theory took full advantage of that. And man, Theory has had a real clear head in this match. He has been looking as good as he probably ever has in Universe mode in this match. And that's saying something, considering, like I said, he's had clashes with a Kenny Omega, with a John Cena in the past. And man, Montez, he's definitely got a lot to say to Theory here tonight. As look at this, Bobby Lashley turning it around on Theory. Almost a twisting dominator that time. Twisting dominator to put Theory away, but no, Theory gets the shoulder out. Shoulder out at 2.5. And look at this, he was playing possum on Lashley. And now wait a minute, Austin Theory rallying back in this with the A-Town down to put Theory into the Elimination Chamber. No, Lashley gets the shoulder out. Austin Theory cannot believe it. He cannot believe it. And now, wait a minute, suicide dive to Montez Ford. Like I said, Montez Ford's been chirping away at Theory the entire match, and Theory's sick of it. But wait a minute, Bobby Lashley going for a suicide dive now. But no water in the pool for Bobby Lashley, as a nice super kick lands, and oh my goodness gracious, that was a nasty kick. But man, Theory has to keep a good head on his shoulders. Cannot let Montez get in his head alone. But that's exactly what Montez does best. That's why he's such an asset to Lashley and to the Pride. As look at this. Now he's swinging a steel chair. Oh no, that was actually Dawkins that time. He's swinging a steel chair, and no, a spear just hit. Spear just hit on Theory, and that might have costed Theory his opportunity at the chamber. No, he gets the shoulder out. Gets the shoulder out at 2.5. Gets the shoulder out at 2.5, and man, these two are going to war right now. All in the name of entering the Elimination Chamber, just for a spot in the chamber, not even to go to WrestleMania. But like I said, that chamber is almost your ticket to Elimination Chamber. A very painful ticket at that. But can you, if you can withstand the punishment that the Elimination Chamber brings, you can survive the Elimination Chamber and the 5 other men that enter, you will find yourself in a marquee title match at WrestleMania. As Bobby Lashley off the second rope with an elbow drop. Now Austin Theory's in a bad shape now. Austin Theory now in air this time. Lashley gets the Dominator to hit. This time Lashley gets down, but no, a rope break. Theory's hands was by the ropes, and now wait a minute. No, a second spear. A second spear. I don't know how Theory survived the first one. A second one will put him away as a second one just landed and cut Theory in half. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to send the Almighty to the Elimination Chamber to join 2 other brute men, Karrion Kross, the Harbinger of Doom, and the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. You talk about an all-star Elimination Chamber on the women's side. That is an all-star men's as well, with Lashley joining the field. And like I said, next week, we are going to find out the 3 other competitors to join each Elimination Chamber. And then, of course, next Sunday is the Elimination Chamber. Look at that. I didn't even realize that was a cut above Tez's eye after that kick from Austin Theory. Man, I don't think this is over between these 2 factions. Montez was just yapping away at Austin Theory the entire time. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the show there with Lashley earning that 3rd spot in the Elimination Chamber. Congratulations to the Almighty. And we'll find out who those next competitors are next week. But until then, as I always say, I will see y'all on the next one.